For the last 30 years, golf has been reshaped by players who broke expectations and redefined the game. They hit longer, think sharper, and force courses to adapt to their skill. Tournaments are no longer predictable, and records are constantly challenged. 1. Tiger Woods. Tiger didn't just arrive. He stormed into golf like a force nobody saw coming. In the mid-1990s, the sport had its rhythm, a cycle of veterans, fading stars, and predictable tournaments. Golf was a quiet game, respected but contained, watched politely by fans who knew the score before the weekend ended. Then, Tiger broke all of that. His swing was explosive yet precise, a perfect blend of power and grace. The sound of impact echoed differently. His mental toughness wasn't just strong, it bordered on obsessiveness. The 1997 Masters wasn't just a tournament win, it was a statement. The game itself seemed to bow before him. Suddenly, golf wasn't slow and polite, it was urgent, dramatic, and global. Tiger's impact went far beyond trophies. He changed preparation standards. Fitness became central. Players began lifting weights, running, stretching, and training with a focus on endurance and explosive power. Young golfers started to see that talent alone wouldn't carry them. Mental strength, course management, and physical conditioning became critical. Tiger demonstrated that the modern athlete needed to be complete, fast, strong, precise, and fearless under pressure. His influence also reshaped the golf industry. Courses adjusted layouts to test his skills. Sponsors changed marketing strategies, focusing on star power rather than tradition. Television ratings surged. Suddenly, golf was must-see entertainment. Fans around the world studied every swing, every putt, every expression. Tiger's arrival created a new standard, one where pressure could be magnified and greatness measured not just in wins, but in aura and cultural impact. 2. Phil Mickelson. If Tiger was the hurricane, Phil Mickelson was the artist painting on chaos. Left-handed, fearless, and endlessly creative around the greens, Phil turned impossible situations into spectacle. Flop shots over trees, bunker escapes from impossible lies, chips curling around hazards. These weren't accidents, they were deliberate, executed with precision and daring. Mickelson didn't just win majors, he changed how golf could be played. Risk wasn't a liability, it was an advantage, a tool for rewriting what fans and players thought possible. His 2004 Masters victory perfectly encapsulates his impact. Fans remember improbable approach shots, the drama of execution, and a flair that made golf exciting in ways beyond the scoreboard. But Mickelson's influence goes deeper. He inspired generations of players to embrace creativity, take calculated risks, and explore shots that combine skill, vision, and courage. Golf wasn't only about avoiding mistakes anymore, it could be about crafting moments that wowed audiences and redefined scoring strategies. Off the course, Mickelson's persona mattered just as much as his skill. He showed that golfers could be characters, storytellers, and innovators. Personality and style weren't secondary. They could define a career as much as winning trophies. Young players watched him, learned that charisma could enhance impact, and understood that taking risks creatively could coexist with winning. Phil remains a beacon for creativity, reminding the world that the next big thing doesn't always roar. It sometimes sketches masterpieces under pressure, leaving a lasting impression beyond numbers. 3. Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy arrived on the global stage in the new millennium with a swing that combined athleticism, precision, and natural fluidity. By 2011, he had already won multiple majors, blending raw power with mental acuity. Rory isn't flashy for spectacle's sake. His brilliance lies in consistency, preparation, and adaptability. He transformed fitness and data into weapons, proving that the modern golfer could be both scientist and athlete. Distance is only part of Rory's story. Strategy defines him. Every approach shot is calculated, taking wind, slope, pin placement, and green speed into account with the attention of an engineer. He represents a new generation, instinct merged with analytics, strength married with intelligence. His mental toughness allows him to handle extreme pressure, stay composed in major tournaments, and execute shots where others falter. Watching Rory in critical moments shows the seamless integration of preparation and execution. Rory respects tradition while redefining modern standards, showing that golf today demands complete mastery, blending physicality, intelligence, and calm execution. He also set new benchmarks for longevity and consistency in modern professional golf. Injuries, fatigue, and mental pressure have felled many stars, but Rory continues to compete at the highest level. He demonstrates that evolving as an athlete is continuous, adapting to technology, refining strategy, and maintaining peak physical condition. 4. Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau arrived with a singular philosophy: measure, calculate, optimize, and dominate. He didn't just swing, he engineered. His transformation was extreme. He bulked up, increased swing speed, and used science to achieve distances no one thought possible. Yet Bryson's approach isn't mere brute force. Every club, every putt, every shot is deliberate, calculated, and analyzed. He weaponized technology, biomechanics, and mental strategy to push the boundaries of golf. DeChambeau polarized the sport. Traditionalists scoffed at his bulked-up swing and data-driven power play, but results spoke louder than critics. Courses adapted to him. Competitors evolved to meet his standards. Suddenly, distance combined with precision became the expected norm, not the exception. His rise forced a rethinking of preparation, training, and strategy. Golfers now blend strength with finesse, study physics, and track every performance metric, seeing Bryson as both pioneer and challenge. Beyond physical dominance, Bryson revolutionized the mental side of golf. He approaches every hole like a science experiment, testing hypotheses, analyzing outcomes, and constantly refining his approach. Young players are adopting this mindset, measuring, optimizing, and calculating as much as they swing. Bryson proves that the next big thing isn't only about raw skill, it's about understanding every variable, controlling outcomes, and exploiting opportunities previously unimaginable. He turned golf into an experiment where science meets tradition without losing the soul of the game. His influence also expanded globally. Players and coaches around the world now consider biomechanics, data analysis, and physical conditioning critical, inspired by Bryson's success. He showed that talent alone isn't enough. 5. Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth arrived on the professional scene quietly, but with a mind that seemed to calculate everything. By 2015, at just 21, he had already captured the Masters and the US Open, signaling a rare combination of skill, focus, and poise. Spieth's talent isn't just in his swing, it's in his ability to read courses, anticipate breaks, and execute under pressure. Watching him play, it's obvious he treats each hole like a puzzle, weighing possibilities, predicting outcomes, and staying 2 steps ahead of the field. He plays chess on the fairway while others play checkers. What makes Spieth a next big thing is his mastery of strategy. He doesn't rely solely on power or flair. Instead, he understands the subtleties of the game, angles, green speeds, slopes, and hazards, in ways most players can only guess. His approach to Augusta National or St. Andrews reveals a golfer who thrives under complexity. Mistakes are minimized, recovery is anticipated, and opportunities are seized. This level of calculated precision sets him apart from peers who rely more on raw power or aggressive play. Spieth also demonstrates that emotional intelligence is critical in modern golf. His calm demeanor, focus under pressure, and ability to bounce back from setbacks show a maturity beyond his years. He has survived rounds where others would collapse, navigating tension with patience and poise. Younger golfers take notice. Success today isn't only about mechanics, it's about preparation, course understanding, and mental resilience. Spieth's career embodies the shift from raw talent to calculated excellence, proving that modern golf rewards the thinker as much as the athlete. Beyond strategy, Spieth's consistency is striking. In major tournaments, he repeatedly positions himself to win, avoiding big mistakes that derail less disciplined competitors. For aspiring players, Spieth represents the blueprint for strategic excellence in a game increasingly defined by mental acuity. 6. Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler didn't arrive with fireworks or viral moments. He emerged steadily, winning tournaments, climbing the rankings, and showing consistency that gradually drew attention. By 2022, he claimed the Masters, confirming that his quiet, measured approach could conquer golf's biggest stages. Scheffler is the archetype of the modern professional, efficient, strategic, and mentally resilient, showing that dominance doesn't always require spectacle. What sets Scheffler apart is adaptability. He can adjust for wind, shift strategy mid-round, and handle pressure with a near-clinical calm. This poise allows him to avoid spectacular collapses while seizing critical moments. He's not flashy, but his consistency is undeniable. Every young golfer observing Scheffler learns a vital lesson. Planning, preparation, and mental toughness can outweigh raw power or daring shots. Scheffler also embodies the fusion of analytics and intuition. Preparation is meticulous. Launch angles, club selection, putting speed, all measured and analyzed. Yet on the course, execution feels instinctive, smooth, and confident. He shows that the next big thing in golf is no longer just about natural talent. It's about applying intelligence in real time. Scheffler's approach merges science and artistry, combining data-driven decisions with the fluid instincts required under pressure. He knows when to attack pins and when to play conservatively. That judgment, coupled with skill and mental composure, makes him a formidable presence on the tour. He exemplifies modern golf's demands, a blend of precision, adaptability, and psychological control. Young players watching him see that success isn't always spectacular. It can be quiet, calculated, and ultimately unstoppable. 7. Viktor Hovland. Viktor Hovland is the epitome of versatility in modern golf. From his breakthrough on the European Tour to consistent success on the PGA Tour, he has demonstrated that skill combined with adaptability defines the next big thing. Hovland's swing is smooth, controlled, and repeatable, yet he pairs it with aggression when opportunity strikes. He doesn't just hit the ball, he shapes it with purpose, blending creativity with precision. Early in his career, observers noted his natural talent, but strategic decision-making wasn't always a strength. Over time, he integrated analytics, course management, and psychological preparation, complementing raw skill with tactical intelligence. Each tournament shows growth. He is learning not only to win, but to dominate across conditions, courses, and pressure situations, evolving into a complete golfer. Hovland represents the modern expectation. The next big thing isn't defined by a single skill. It's about completeness. He can drive long, attack pins, recover from hazards, and putt with confidence. Young golfers watching Hovland see that mastery requires evolution, adaptability, and continuous refinement. His career demonstrates that even talented athletes must grow strategically, mentally, and technically to remain relevant in today's competitive landscape. Moreover, Hovland's calm yet aggressive approach teaches that modern golf rewards intelligent risk-taking. He knows when to seize opportunities and when to play safe, merging instinct with analytics seamlessly. This balance makes him an ideal model for emerging players who aspire to redefine what it means to be a top-tier professional golfer in a global, technologically advanced sport. 8. Hideki Matsuyama. Hideki Matsuyama's rise represents precision, patience, and calm under pressure. In 2021, he became the first Japanese male golfer to win the Masters, a historic achievement symbolizing golf's global reach and the sport's evolving competitiveness. Matsuyama doesn't dominate with explosive flair. He dominates with consistency, focus, and a serene understanding of the game. Every swing is deliberate, every decision calculated, and every risk measured. Matsuyama proved that players from countries with smaller golf traditions can compete and succeed on the sport's biggest stages. He blends mental toughness, strategic thinking, and disciplined preparation, offering a model for international golfers aspiring to elevate standards globally. Matsuyama also demonstrates the power of composure and humility. Winning the Masters amid unprecedented pressure shows that the modern star must manage psychological demands as much as physical execution. Young golfers worldwide study him, recognizing that success is about preparation, poise, and adaptability. He embodies a new template, calm mastery in an era of increasing athleticism, analytics, and competition. Beyond individual skill, Matsuyama symbolizes the globalization of golf. His victories inspire players from non-traditional regions, proving that excellence is achievable anywhere. His career shows that the next big thing isn't simply about talent. It's about strategic preparation, emotional resilience, and a deliberate approach that balances confidence with focus. Matsuyama's presence ensures the next generation sees a broader, more inclusive definition of golfing greatness. And that's a wrap on the next big thing in golf from the last 30 years. The game has seen legends rise, shocking breakthroughs, and moments that redefined what's possible on the course. But the real question is, who's next? If history tells us anything, golf's future is always one swing away. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the stories shaping the game's next chapter.